Alright, good evening everybody. We have the next part of The Last Door, Season 2. So, when last we left, Dr. Wakefield had traveled to a mysterious island that definitely didn't give off any Wicker Man vibes. Let's see what happens. So, I think last we were told we were supposed to go to the school. So let's see if we can find it. We have a cog that we found. An industrial cogwheel that I found lying discarded in the village. Well, let's just see, shall we? What do we got here? The windows are open, and the light is on. What's this? It looks like the wheel has been lying here for a long time. Okay. Kind of looked like something we could take, but it doesn't look like we can actually take it. Well, let's open this door. The door is locked. Okay, can't take that. Very creepy sound effects here. Ooh, what's this? A bottle is floating in the water. It is caught in the seaweed, just out of reach. I think there's something inside. So, for those who've played King's Quest VI, getting kind of a flashback to all the times people try to get you to jump in the water in that game, and it just, like, instantly kills you. Let's see, is that locked? Yep. I mean, if he really wanted to, he could just climb over it. But I guess he doesn't want to. Okay, so here we are in the graveyard, where the spirits of the dead are supposed to be. A small mausoleum. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through it. Let's look in. That's ominous. Inside, a candle provides dim light. I can make out a statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. No, I can't die yet. Not without knowledge. Is it so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods? How can we live only on faith? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith nor assumptions. No. No man can face death, believing there is nothing on the other side. Yes, yes, you are right. Now I understand. Okay. The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic. The shadows cast by the lanterns only making the characters more mysterious. The man hides his face behind a fox mask. He murmurs something in unison with the others. A muted prayer I cannot quite make out. Hey, what does the fox say? Topical. Okay. I am not in control anymore. What did he just drop in that? What is going on? I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. The woman hides her face behind a bull mask. She murmurs something in unison with the others. A muted prayer I cannot quite make out. A man, his face hidden by a wolf mask, stands in the middle. There's something familiar about him. Is that the Lord? I bet it is. The man hides his face behind a deer mask. Yeah, same as the rest. What about this? A badger woman hides her face behind a badger mask. She murmurs something in unison with the others. A muted prayer can't quite make out. Muted. Alright, I'll stop. Here's the schoolhouse. Cool. A trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing in one. Let's take it. I mean, the first thing I do when I walk into a building is rifle through the trash and pull stuff out of it. It is a child's drawing. There seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. That looks like a dragon to me. And it is clearly setting fire to a thatched roof cottage. The windows are open, letting a chilly draft inside. Well, why would you do that? Does this island have air conditioning? They'll dance around the burrow. Around the burrow they'll sing. It's cold inside is winter. Don't get too close. Don't get too close, or else they'll pull you in. Well, geez. That's not very nice. What is that? A Rorschach test? A paper with black circles painted on it. Is this related to something else, I wonder? I imagine it is. Boy, that sound is really... A picture of a slender woman, apparently a goddess, wearing a black dress and having a murder of crows around her. It's signed with the name Babkatha, I think? Babkatha? A shelf of handmade books with unfamiliar titles. Most of them concern strange rites. Oh, that goes somewhere. But, okay, we read that. Let's talk to Mrs. Schoolteacher. Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I am a busy woman, as you can see. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I have come to Ilis Moor to rest for a while. Lord Donan said that I might find you here. Have you met Lord Donan? It has been so long since I have seen him here in the village. I hope he is well. Kid mir falte? Dr. Wakefield. Welcome to Ilis Moor. Let's talk about Lord Donan. So have you not seen Lord Donan lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since, well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. What happened? Did something happen a few weeks ago? Oh, sure, it was truly terrible. Kieran, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good Lord. And you say he's not been found yet? How is that possible? We all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. Okay. What can you tell me about Kieran's disappearance? Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner. Ah, we'll have to look there. What can you tell me about this curious festival? Well, it takes place when the constellation Reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hills. As you may have already seen, at sunset the villagers don masks. They do this so that the spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of their underground caves. Well, there was a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion. A very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come. But this is not enough. Since the mirrors they have looked into while changing know their identities, they bury them next to the old Fearnog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness mirrors safe. That's weird. Let's talk about, Lord Donan said you're an expert on the island's folklore. He did that. He said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Ilis Moor longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. May I ask you a question, Miss Foster? Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word Crone Maiden? Yes, it's a very unusual word. Very much indeed. The Crone Maiden is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It is a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Would you tell me the story of the Crone Maiden? All right. There's a hole in the ground up in the hills, not too far from the village. A hole so dark and deep, you'd not see the end. Folks around here believe there lies an old serpent at its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hope of placating the Crooked One's hunger, though that tradition has not been practiced for some time, so perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. It is said that the last heir of the Leedsand once defied the Crooked One by approaching the rim with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other side detest iron, so the cursing and the shouting of the young Leedsand received no immediate answer. But a few nights later, the Leedsand house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. I must go. I must leave now. It has been a pleasure. The pleasure was mine. Enjoy your time on Eyeless Moor. Ah, so that must refer to this. Can I show her that? I can. I found this picture. Was it made by one of your students? Yes, this was painted by poor Kieran. What would you say it represents? Things that were familiar to him, the village, his home, but these other shapes I don't know. You could ask one of his classmates. They should be able to tell you more about it. Weren't there some classmates on the moor? There is some kind of worm screw inside, the remains of an insect beside it, and some drawings engraved on the desk. I will take the drive with me. It may prove itself useful. Cool, we have a screw. A worm screw. It is a piece of a large mechanism. Paper with black circles. Interesting. I wish I could take that. Can we take that but not that? Okay, so that's the front door of the school. Cool. Alright. So where do we go next? Can we go back to Donan Manor? Oh, we can. Nice. This seems to be Athena, goddess of wisdom, war, and the arts. She's dressed in armor, seeming ready for war. Okay. This statue appears to be very old. Its appearance suggests that it could date back to ancient Rome. The door is locked. The manor appears to be dark and empty. Oh, there's another wheel! It's a safety bicycle. I still don't understand how they managed to keep balance with such small wheels. It looks quite new, but the chain is broken. Can I take it? Yay! I may find a way to fix this chain. Dr. Wakefield, repairer of children's toys. The noise of the swing, gently being moved by the wind, is the only thing breaking the silence. The mill wheel. Something is preventing it from spinning. A strange mechanism runs from the mill wheel shaft into the building. It seems to be lacking a small piece. Is it the screw? Aha! So what did that do? It seems the mechanism works properly now. And if that was Kieran's desk, why did he steal a screw from the mill? Kieran's playroom. Ah! It is written on the door in hand-painted letters. The door is locked. Interesting. Can we look at that drawing again? Is this like a rough map of the island? I'm starting to wonder that. The door is locked. The manor appears to be dark and empty. It's like, I think there is like a rough outline of them. Yeah, let's go see if we can find those kids again. I think they were over here. Yeah, here they are. I'm gonna show them the drawing. Kid doesn't seem interested. Wow. What about you? I found this drawing at the school. Is it yours? No. That? No. Kieran painted it a long time ago. The drawing is Kieran's? There could be a clue here of his whereabouts. The hole? What is this? That's the burrow of the hill. That one up there. But you can't get too close. The crooked one sleeps at the bottom. Right, what about this? What's this? That's the crooked one. They say a villager defied it, and the next day her house was burned to the ground. They say it was the crooked one, paying her back. That's the house where Kieran found the treasure. Ooh. Do you know how to get there? Sure, it's easy. Aha! I was right. A solitary house. Cool. Oh, that's it then, I guess. Were you Kieran's friend? He was nice, but he didn't want to play much. He was mostly for going in the hills by himself. Was Kieran not scared of the marsh dwellers? No, he said he'd seen them and that they were not as scary as Aunt says. I think that's why they took him. You think the marsh dwellers took him? Yes, for sure. Before he disappeared, he said he found a treasure, a disc with a beautiful drawing. He took it from the old house in the hills. Maybe the marsh dwellers wanted it. I must go. Alright, let's talk. Is this guy gonna talk? Excuse me. Alright, never mind. I think we gotta go to the mysterious solitary house now. That goes down to the beach. I don't think we need to go back there just yet. So let's go back to the solitary house. Let's go check this new location. Whoa, that's a wicker man. A wicker statue sporting a pair of animal horns. The twigs look fresh. Okay. Yup. I don't like that. A mailbox. Let's look in it. The envelope is very old. It is stamped returned, and there is a letter inside. My dear cousin, I am doing poorly. I would ask that you not call upon me here at Aylesmore. Not now, nor ever again. Please keep grandmother's ring. I believe that she would have wanted you to have it. Yours faithfully, Brigide? Brigide? There's something else in the envelope. Is it grandmother's ring? It is. Iron ring. Ha ha ha. It's iron. Alright. So we got that. We got that. Wait. Steel. A steel ring. Huh. I mean, we got it at a steel price, right? This must be the house that the child was telling me about. Kieran was here just before his disappearance. Ooh, what is this? A metal trapdoor. It seems to lead to some sort of basement. Let's go in. I think that's it for now. Let's go in the basement. Boy, a lot of basements in this game. I think this basement might have once housed a library. It looks like it was not as burned as badly as the rest of the house. Even so, little here remains intact. Remains of the books, scorched by the fire. Most of the pages are ashy or blackened, so the text is illegible. A common carpenter's brace. A tool like this would be used for drilling holes in wood. Oh, let's take it. Could be useful for later. Drilling holes in wood. Could we get into Kieran's playhouse with that, maybe? Table has been upended. An ornate chest, its inside untouched by the fire. It was probably opened long after the inferno died down. There's a diary inside. It's signed Brigide Ledsint. Several pages towards the end are missing. 7 August, 1801. Words cannot express the gratitude that I feel for Aunt Mara's bequest. May her dear soul rest in peace. This house is just what I needed to still my nerves after the exhausting pace of life in Dublin. So wait a minute. It's in 1891 right now? So, roughly 90 years ago? I can't remember the exact date right now, but... 10th of September, 1801. I would not have thought to find such a remarkable library hidden away in the basement. It includes several magnificent tomes on the most picturesque customs of our land. 23rd September, 1801. I found Aunt Mayer's diaries next to an odd iron disc, but the contents of the diaries were appalling. What could have happened that dear old Aunt Mary would write such things? The damnable place that she speaks of. I must know if it really exists. I am resolved to investigate our family's crypt. It would be prudent to wait until dusk before traveling to the Northern Cape so as not to be seen. Ah, there's a crypt on the Northern Cape. 25th September, 1801. The abbey was in such a state of decay that it was nearly impossible to find the mural painting in the dark. Fortunately, a dim light happened to shine through a gap in the wall, illuminating the face of the sentinel. Alright, remember that. It's going to be important for later. I believe Aunt Mare's iron disc is needed to open the secret passage. 10th of October, 1801. Is this the legacy of the Ladescent? I can stand to bear it no longer. Fire will put an end to this blasphemy and cleanse the land of our family's curse, and should the fire prove insufficient, may this testimony serve as warning. Wait, so did she set fire to her own house? That's kind of what it's sounding like. Yep. Miss Ladescent must have found something abhorrent in her family's crypt. If I could find out what it was, I may learn more about the Crone Maiden. My intuition tells me that I must act tonight or else it will be too late. Alright, I'm storing a prediction that I will reveal once we find it out. I'll tell you what my prediction is. That way, I can be 100% correct, right? The side of the basement seems to have collapsed during the fire. It looks like some sort of makeshift bed. Was Kieran sleeping in this terrible, lonely place? Bet he was. Boy. So what actually happened to Kieran, you know? Okay, what's gonna happen with the Wicker Man? Yep. The Wicker statue is burning. Who did this? Man. There's another Wicker Man. What the heck? The Wicker statue stands silent guard. Its presence makes me uncomfortable, as though I've trespassed on forbidden grounds. What's that? Oh, I thought that was going to be locked. Guess not. This must be the old abbey that Brigid Ladescent described in her diary. Could the Crone Maiden be here? Brigid mentioned a dim light, but I can only see darkness. Look at that back there. Is that a lighthouse? I think it is. The real question is, are Daniel Radcliffe and Willem Dafoe at that lighthouse? Alright. This appears to be Roman in origin. It is in better condition than the other ruins. Okay. What was that? Anything up there I can look at? It kind of seems like I might not have what I need right now. Because, like, I remember hearing something about moonlight. So, let's head... Let's see if this brace could help us get into the water wheelhouse. Huh? Can I check and see if that... It's still burning, okay. That's very unsettling. Let's go this way. And see if we can bust the door open. I cannot use the brace to open the door. Okay, well that settles that. Ah, there we go. The ring fits perfectly on the chain. I'm sorry to use Brigid's grandmother's ring in such a manner, still maybe now I can get the bicycle to work. Okay, why would I want to get the bicycle to work? We'll try it, whatever. The tires are too threadbare. I don't see how it can ride safely, but at least the chain rotates. What did that do? What's that sound? Did the door open? No? So what happened? Let's see. Mechanism works perfectly, right? We're working. Water wheel's moving. Yep. What's that? Okay, the swing is swinging. The joint is jumping. Well, what was that sound? What? The Roman statue lies shattered on the ground. To destroy such an ancient statue, could this really be part of the festival? What the heck? There's a wicker man up there. I just noticed that. The Roman statue has been thrown down and replaced with a wicker one. Who is doing this? That is just creepy. Can I brace the wicker man? No. I wonder what I use this cog for. I don't need to put that anywhere, do I? Like in the bike? The wheel doesn't need another cog. What about this? No. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, just want to make sure. Alright, anything over here? Alright, so we got wicker men everywhere. Let's look at this village. This so-called village of ours. Nothing there. Can I get into here? Would this get me in there? No. Okay. Looks like all the ceremony people are... In the middle of the graveyard stands an old alder tree, which the locals call a fearnog. Many lanterns hang from it. I do not know for what purpose. Gotcha. I would rather not interfere with traditions I don't quite yet understand. I love interfering with traditions I don't yet understand. The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic. The shadows cast by the lanterns only making the characters more mysterious. Ooh. Anything we can look at on the mausoleum? It's only darkness. Wait a minute. I thought that was a statue. Was it not? Creepy. What about this? What's this do? Ooh, what's over here? Is this something new? It is! Cool. It's a doghouse. An empty doghouse. Nothing has slept here in many years. How can you tell? Ooh. An old rowboat filled with stale water. Something sticking out of it. Let's get it. A worn-out umbrella. It doesn't look like it'll rain anytime soon, but there might be a purpose. Can I use the brace in it? There's only water in the rowboat. I don't need to empty it. Okay, an unusable umbrella. Wonder what we could use that for. Alright, so that... Okay, that opens that door. Cool. No matter the strength of structure, all things succumb to time. But whether it was the age or something else that ravaged this place, I cannot say. She's gone? Oh no. Well then there's definitely no excuse not to take this. But we're not. Okay, whatever. I want to take it. Oh, we can use the umbrella to get the bottle. Perfect. A paper is rolled up inside the bottle. Okay. Gods remain silent as the fog settles. We may look for the king beyond the clouds, but find the queen with a fiery crown. Find the king with a fiery crown. Oh, the wicker man who's burning. Yeah. By the way, everyone, as I was putting my daughter to sleep, she was saying her goodnight prayers, and she wanted to say a prayer for all of Daddy's friends. So, You have been prayed over, everybody. Alright. Oh yeah, Wicker Man. Let's go see here. Can we do anything with the Wicker Man? I guess not. Wicker Man. Wicker Man. Let's go back over here. Oh, wait a minute. This thing. We could tap that. Perfect. I may be able to drill a hole in the barrel using this brace. Do it. The barrel is filled with oil. Ah, let's fill it up in the bottle. Now that there is a hole in the barrel, I just have to push the bottle in a bit, and I managed to fill it with oil. Perfect. So, what do we do now? The bottle is filled with mineral oil. Okay. Do we have to set a Wicker Man on fire? I almost wonder. The water of the marsh is murky and dark. Yep. Makes sense to me. What is this? It is a drawing of some sort of spiked circle. Was it the sun or something else? Okay, that's what the kids were drawing earlier. That child that I spoke with earlier seems to have left his mask here. There's a ribbon hanging from it. Let's take it. Where'd it go? That is the ribbon that was found hanging from the mask. Well, let's go pick it up. This is going to lead me to something creepy, isn't it? Uh-oh. What is that? I can see a lighthouse in the distance. Oh, sweet! We got it on the map. Can we get the ribbon? That's the ribbon. Let's take it. Got it. A red ribbon. I think it was part of the child's mask that was left behind in the hills. A broken old fence. Well, let's go check out our lighthouse, shall we? I like how we're unlocking different locations and stuff. That's neat. Okay, that's a nice lighthouse you got there. Is another Wicker Man. What is the... What a ghastly custom. This Wicker Man is in the shape of a hangman. Well, let's douse it in oil. Okay, no. This tree looks like it's been dead for a long time. Anything? No one's answering. Well, go on in. Go on in, Wakefield. What are you, a vampire? Don't answer that. A strongly built lighthouse. It looks like it's in very good condition, despite the thousands of storms that it must have withstood. Cool. Oh, there's somebody there. Someone is inside. Maybe I could make some kind of noise to attract their attention. Can I bang on this? A wide copper pipe runs from the tower to the ground. It is covered in salt and seaweed. She brewed a proper cup of coffee in a copper-colored coffee pot. Can I climb up it? Ah, that was really loud! Well, I got their attention, but how do I let them know I'm here? There we go. They turn their lights off. It sounds like it's attracted attention from downstairs. Perfect! Well, let's head on in. Cool, there's somebody. Hey. Good evening. Would you happen to be the lighthouse keeper? My name is Wakefield. A stranger. What do you want from me? Yeah, let's... I got lost. I'm a visitor to Ilis Mora. This lighthouse caught my eye. And since it's dark, you thought it to be abandoned? Well, it's not. Even though I can barely see a thing, this is my house. Why is the lamp... Yeah. Why is the lamp not lit? Is it dangerous? Is it not dangerous for the ships? Don't let it concern you. Many years ago, the sea lanes were altered to avoid this coast. Now it's rare indeed to see a ship in these waters. After the accident, the lighthouse was never repaired. An accident? You say you had an accident? What happened? I was checking the lenses because the failure looked so very strange and I was worried. All of a sudden the light must have turned on. I was blinded and can see nothing but fleeting shapes ever since. Was there a failure in the lamp's mechanism? Precisely that. One stormy afternoon, I suddenly heard a strong noise up in the light room. The clockwork mechanism had stopped working and the lamp was off. I had never seen a failure like that. I couldn't get the lighthouse working again. Has nobody else tried to fix the lamp since? No. No one in the village is interested. For them, the more isolated Ilis Mora is, the better. They don't care about ships or accidents. Especially Lord Donan. Lord Donan just seems more and more suspicious all the time, to me. He sees anything coming from outside of the island as a threat. I understand. Do you know anything about the disappearance of Lord Donan's son? A tragedy it was, a strange one, but a tragedy nonetheless. What was so strange about Kieran's disappearance? I just find it a bit suspicious that it happened so close to the reunion. It's too easy to be keeping secrets during the festival, but being how everyone is afraid of leaving the village those nights. What do you mean? Look, folks here are too gullible. They'll do anything to protect themselves from their strange fears. They'll not eat corn, nor drink milk, or they'll dig graves for their mirrors, and of course they'll avoid standing near a fearnog too long because though the fiends cannot touch the tree, they're attracted to the smell of its resin. But surely it's all nonsense. Look, it's really easy to prove it all wrong. Just don't follow the rituals. You're a stranger to our ways. Have you seen any of the things I mentioned? Well, I did see a group of people in the village burying mirrors. Exactly. What do you think would happen if you unburied those mirrors? That a band of goblins would come out of the marshes to steal them? Nothing but nonsense. What of Kieran's disappearance, then? Well, I'll admit I'm not sure what happened to the boy, but one thing I am sure of, this festival of reunion is nothing but a farce, and it would be just so easy to prove it. Yeah. May I go upstairs and see the light room? Even though the lamp is off, I should like to take a look at the surrounding countryside. Well, I don't think you'll see anything, really, but if you're so interested, yes, I guess you may. I must go! Thank you for the pleasant conversation. I must go. I just picture Wakefield doing like a Superman pose when he says that. I must go! Like running around like Freakazoid. With his arms outstretched. And going shh, whoosh, whoosh. A drip of water left unchecked has ruined the mantle and collected into a small pool. A few logs and cords of firewood. The small stove hardly manages to warm such a spacious room. Portrait of a bearded ship's captain, done in oils. The varnish has darkened his features considerably. I should like to visit the light room now, if I may. Yes, you already have my permission. Let's go. Alright, we climbed all the way up. And here we are in the light room. The clockwork mechanism that causes the lamp's reflector to spin. However, I think that something is missing. I could do with some oiling as well. Well, we have a cog. Yup, the cog was the missing piece. I've replaced it. However, the mechanism is still too rusty to move. And we have oil. There's a little hole in the tank and the oil is leaking. The mechanism will not work unless I properly fix it. Okay. Ribbon? There we go. Now I can oil the mechanism without worrying about it leaking. That... I don't know if that would actually work in real life. Maybe it would. I wouldn't want to try. The cog was the missing piece that's now been replaced, and the mechanism has been well oiled. It was easy to wind, and now it's back to life. Looks like the lighthouse's electric lamp battery slot. Cool. Looks like the lamp is lit by some sort of electric switch. However, its battery is flat. Perhaps I can find a way to recharge it. I'll take it. That'd be fun. A thick layer of mist covers the sea out there. Well, it is what it is. It cannot be. I never thought I would hear the rhythm of my beloved lighthouse working again. You don't know how grateful I am. For years I've longed to hear those marvelous sounds, memories of better times. But the light is yet to be lit, I'm afraid. That battery. Have you charged it already? I used to have a crank I would use on it every night, but since the loss of my... Sorry, the color is wrong. It's the other guy. I used to have a crank I would use on it every night, but since the loss of my sight, I've lost track of it. I must go. Crank, huh? Well, let's look for a crank. And then maybe crank 2, high voltage. Oh yeah, good ship's captain, small stove. Yep, Wicker Man. Oh wait, that's where we just came from. Do something with here? The mill wheel is too big to help me charge the battery. What could we use to charge this thing's battery? Wait a minute, the bicycle. Let's try that. Now that the bicycle is finished, if I attach one of its cogs to the battery's dynamo, I may be able to provide it with a charge. I managed to charge the battery by attaching the dynamo to the bicycle's cog. There we go! When is someone going to set that one on fire? I have a feeling the lighthouse captain isn't gonna make it through this. Alright, stick it in place. Hopefully the battery has enough charge to keep the lighthouse lit for a few hours. There we go. Alright, anything cool? Oh, now we can go back and get the light on that one thing. Yeah. Alright, let us go. So now let's go back to the tomb. Oh no, somebody lit it on fire. Wickerman has been set on fire too. Who keeps doing this? What? The rope gave way just as I passed. That is freaky. Oh, I love it. I love the effect. Nice. Wait. Why does it keep illuminating something right there? See that? There's like a pixel there that seems important. Okay, so that one's on. Is Donan's on fire yet? No. Okay. Is there any more? Is there one? I'm curious. Is there one by the crater or the hole? I want to go see that. No. Let's look down there. Ominous. Yeah. Passage to another world. I'm sure there's no... And that's the same symbol that was down the way. Yeah, some sort of weird cult thingy. And then let's get out of here. Or at least some sort of ancient religion. Old Abbey. Alright, let's go to the Old Abbey. That one hasn't been lit on fire yet either. Alright, so we are obviously here at the right time due to the swelling music. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ah. The light has revealed a mural painting on the stones, just as it did for Brigitte nearly a century ago. According to the diary, the light from the lighthouse revealed the eyes of the sentinel. There they are. Yep, I see it. A pair of evil eyes seem to glitter in the dark. The mouth of the sentinel is wide open. Do with that. Okay, what do I do with it? I get it. So we have evil eyes. And the mouth is open. Are we missing something that we're supposed to have? At this point? What is that? What is that shadow? Is that my shadow? It looks pretty unsettling. See. Is there anything else we might be missing here? I guess not. So what's the significance of the mouth and the evil eyes? That's what I'm wondering. So the mouth's wide open. I'm trying to see if there's like anything else that glints. But all I'm seeing really are the eyes. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. Okay. And I don't have any of the documents to, like... Let's just, like, explore a little bit more. I wonder if there's anything new to do here. I think, yeah, bacon makes a lot of sense, actually. Maybe it'll settle for lamb. I have a feeling lamb would be more plentiful around here. Ah, we have a hand now. What's that? I'm not too sure about this. About what? About what? Taking the mirror? Why not? Oh! What was that? Was that a... The mirrors are completely shattered. What? Why would the masked man do this? Okay, I think we're on the right track now. Oh, there he is. Is that a dragon? He looks like he's wearing a dragon mask. It seems to be heading east. East. Oh, it just took us straight there. Okay, oh, there he is. Is that Kieran? Let's go. The door's open. What's that? An ornate lever is built into the wall. Let's pull it. What in the world? What the heck? A painted man-sized wooden doll. It represents an old lady. What's that? Painted man-sized wooden doll. It represents a king. Well, that's horrifying. Not too long ago, I might have found these toys amusing, but now they fill me with dismay like some kind of vile opium hallucination. Celestial bodies made out of paper. A doll's theater lamp. What's back here? You guys just stay back there, okay? Ooh, what is this? The stranger's mask is lying on the floor. I can hear something wandering in the dark. I can see a deformed shadow in there, writhing and fidgeting. I cannot get any closer. Are we really that freaked out by him? Who is that? Something is underneath the mask. It's the disc. An old iron disc. A drawing of a spiked circle is engraved on it. Okay. So we'll just leave whatever it is back there to its own devices, I guess. Let's get out of here then. Did Kieran, like, mutate or something? Oh, no, it's on fire. Egad, now this statue is burning too. Is somebody following me? I think, yes. I think it is a safe bet you're being followed. Alright. Well, okay, now that we have the disc, that is what we need to get in there, right? So let's look at that again. Let's see. Can we stick it in there in the mouth? Boom. We did. The hidden entrance is open now. What was that? What was that? Did someone set the Wicker Man on fire? Let's check. Yup. Burning again. Why do they keep setting the Wicker Man on fire? The symbol looks familiar. A spiked circle. It could be the sun. A statue of a Madonna, but something is off. I can't tell what, though. The symbol looks familiar. Spikes. Okay. Yeah, that's the same symbol as was on the, one thingy. Oh, boy. The tunnel descends deep into the earth. Will I find the Lateson crypt at the bottom, or something? Dear God, I'm reeling. Kaufman, my friend, your faith in me was misplaced. I cannot... No, I will persevere. Let's go. Ah, so this is where the hole leads. Okay, a small coffin half rotted away. Let's look around the room first. This coffin is covered in ashes. This coffin does not look quite as old as the others. This niche is empty. A spike circle is engraved on the bare stone. These indentations may have once supported a structure of some kind, though there is nothing left now. Let's look. Some old pages lie haphazardly on the coffin lid, as though they had been dropped here from the upper hill long ago. They bear faint notes written in a trembling hand. Down in this unholy burrow, and the feared Crone Maiden, our worst nightmares crawl and die. Resting down here are the dauntless, those who dared enter the lair of the snake and the bird. Each of these men and women crossed the path between. They walked through the mist to the other side, where the ultimate truth screams in terror, and then they returned. These are my ancestors. Amongst the dead stones of the Crone Maiden lie the proud Lateson, reduced to something far worse than dust or ashes. Could that blasphemy in the coffin be Aunt Mary's true legacy? No, I should not accept this fate for myself. What's in there? The engraving in the coffin is so badly eroded that the name is barely readable. Mary Lateson. Oh, whoa, what was that? Was that like a dragon birdman? Did Kieran turn into that? Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Yeah. Okay. Well, where do I go? Okay. Oh, we're getting out. Okay, good. Are we getting out or are we getting deeper? Seekers of truth will sacrifice their wisdom. Uh-oh. So to open the way to where the Farron Nog blooms. Oh no, this is taking us to the Vale. Your offspring we welcome. Its hidden threat. Only the light of your sign will carry its purged. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yo, what? Oh. Here we go. Oh no. Yeah, I think we're crossing over. It's Devitt. Devitt? Oh, man. End of episode. The adventure continues in the season finale. Well, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get to the final episode of The Last Door so far. Be right back. Alright. Time for the season finale. Here we go. Previously, on The Last Door, after Kaufman's sudden death, Dr. Wakefield travels to the island of Islas Moor to search for the ancient Crone Maiden, the supposed path to the other side. He discovers the island inhabitants hide a terrible secret. They instill primordial terror in ritual subjects for them to cross the door and come back as hideous abominations. Wakefield is himself subjected to this ritual and transported to an endless land of fog, where he finally seems to meet his missing patient, Devitt. Here we go. He must be stopped. Oh, it's Dupre. We have not come this far. To see our work ruined now. It's Devitt. Yeah, we know the drill. Let's just get into this. We left the black waves of that sea behind and walked through the mist. At times, gusts of wind parted the mist, revealing a barren landscape under a dying sun. At first, I could not contain my many questions, but Devitt's only reply was a grave silence. Eventually, I lapsed into an uneasy quiet and resolved to follow my patient. I knew not where. We wandered through the vast desert without any apparent goal. On occasion, vague shapes appeared in the distance, crumbling towers and abandoned cities, lost amongst the rippling dunes. The passage of time lost its meaning. I had traversed that world all my life, all the world's life. Our journey was eternity. Then, the man at my side, who had followed for so long, stopped. He spoke for the first time. What did he say? We're nearing the threshold. It is the starting point, Doctor. The first place to look. I'll be waiting on the other side. Remember this. It will not be here forever. Darkness will light your way, but then you will be alone. Season 2, Episode 4. Beyond the Curtain. That's not good. Okay. Here we are. What could my companion have meant? The threshold. I knew of this. Strange memories returned to me of another life before the desert was my everything. And those cryptic words, darkness will light your way. It was not the first time I'd heard them. They were from a dream, a terrible dream when I'd begun to follow the trail of my missing patient and taken my first steps to uncovering the secret world of the Veil. Uh-oh. Who is that? What's this? In this place, the ancient shadows created by human reasoning tremble in sheer terror. Its name is Xylothal. The Last Curtain. Okay. Is there a let's get out of here option? Because I would sure be up for that. A path into the forest. Widens into the forest, but these trees are too dense for me to go any further. The path is blocked by sharp rocks. I cannot make my way through. I am too tired to go on, to keep seeking what was promised us, but at least here I'm safe. Safe from the terrible hazard of peering through my own shadow. Are these the cultists who came with them, then? The playwright people? There is no death but rebirth. There is no void but awakening. Look to the sky, it reaches to the earth, but we will never meet it. Can you see the magnificence of this infinite horizon? The cold, unattainable, all-embracing darkness? This is the outer limit of the threshold. Not far from here, the black waves of truth wash upon the veil that covers human eyes, and it falls apart. Raise your arms, for the wind calls your name. The hour has come for us to take flight one last time. Okay. Oh, it's a house. The light is on inside, but I can't see the room clearly. A house? Wait a minute. Is this the Beechworth's house? Or rocks have been piled up against the wall as if to conceal something. I bet it is. The ground is soaked in blood. Black feathers are strewn about. What happened here? This is his house. An old gramophone. There's no disc. Let's go in. Yep. The pendulum strokes are sickly slow, but they seem to keep time in this place. A diffuse gray light seeps through the glass. Barely any light is entering. A silhouette of a strangely shaped head. Well, that's nice. The paintings lack any form or composition. They are a uniform shade of the purest black imaginable. The door is locked. Gotcha. There's something inside the birdcage. What is it? It's some kind of root. It seems to have a human shape. Is it a mandragora? Or a mandragora, as they would say, over across the pond? Oh, this is the basement. What? There's something inside that cage, a shadow, staring at me with dead eyes. I can see something in it. No, through it, as though I was staring into a dark void. Off in some remote distance, colorful shapes flow in seemingly impossible patterns. What? What? Jeremiah Devitt, Edward Street, 24, Westminster, London. Correct. I should cease stalling and send it. Set the plan in motion. But what then? Lead my old friend through this dangerous journey? What? Wait. Shadow's gone. What is that? There's something on the floor. Is it a key? A rusty key. Wait. The cage is open and the shadow's gone. Wait a minute. Dangerous journey. Did Devitt send Beechworth something? What in the world? What is this? What's in here? What was that? A worm? The heck? Wait, this is Beechworth. The words of my father. So much happened because of them. Alexander swears that this time we will succeed, that the Hoopoe will undo all our mistakes, free us from the terrible haunting gaze. But should we not accept the consequences of our actions? Can I go outside? Should I? No. So many tests were needed to find it, but now that we have... all these books, their secret knowledge concealed for generations, waiting for some fool to unveil it again. So much suffering, so many deaths, for what? What have we attained so far? This letter. Videte nocia sciat. It will be enough, I think. It's time to send it. I'm just not sure that it's the right thing to do. Oh boy. So wait, Beechworth sent... but Devitt sent somebody a letter too. So what is going on? The shadow has vanished. A slate disc. Slate. A black disc. It's made of something like slate. A large crack in the wall. A few rays of unearthly light stream through it. Hey! Did that root just move? It did. I think it did. Dream logic here. Can I play this disc on the gramophone here? When I put the disc on the gramophone, it started spinning on its own. Wait, is that a melody coming from the house? Oh, there's the second door. Yep. It is just the shadow of the lynx projected on the wall. Or is it? A lynx. I took it for a stuffed lynx at first, but I think it's actually made of wax. Oh my, I accidentally broke off a piece of its mouth. Oh, it got the jaw. Okay. Let's go up there. The hatch is locked. Can I use the root? Nope. Can I use the jaw? Nope. Ah. What's that? There's a dead clat on the There's a dead clat. There's a dead cat on the floor. I think it's rotting. Her eyes are missing. Ew. There's something on the floor beside her mouth. So that's the cat from Beechworth's house that was hiding in the cellar. Golden key, a small golden key. Alright. I'm assuming it opens that. Yep. Pitch black. Oh, hey, who are you? You are of no worth to us anymore. There was barely any worth to begin with. What do you mean? Is this really the best option your supposedly brilliant mind could envision? What? A few meaningless words, a pathetic attempt of your guilt-shattered conscience to remedy the situation, and then you hope to wash the blood from your hands with a cheap exit. Cheap exit? Look upon yourself, Anthony. See what you've... Oh, Anthony. Witness your only true legacy. I was gonna say, Wakefield has been going, I think, just slightly above and beyond what was necessary as a psychiatrist to get his patient, dealt with. Is that Mr. Beechworth? I would say so. I see something through the shadows slowly taking form. So the other four, is that the four witnesses? But wait, wasn't Anthony one of the four witnesses? So, like, I don't get it. Okay, where are we at now? Anna, sweetheart, how did this happen? Too late. It's too late for us. But he still can choose. I have to warn him. So Devitt is who he warned. Whoa! Whoa, trippy. Wait, where are we at now? There's something on the ground near where the masked person was standing. Oh, that was the guy who was outstretched. It's a fragment of a broken mask. Piece of a Greek tragic mask. Can I go back to the Beechworth estate? I can, but I'm assuming this means we're done with the Beechworth estate for now, So, wait a minute then. Okay, I still can't go any further. So, was Devitt involved? Oh, where are we at now? A large sea stack just off the beach. It seems to have a lonely demeanor. Is this the, wait, this is the, yeah, the one place, isn't it? The hospital, where the guy was killing everybody. There's a hole in the ground. I have seen gardeners digging holes like these when they need to transplant trees. The trees are the only remainder of life around there. It's as if they're guarding the statue. Underneath the statue's hood, there's an empty hole where a face should be. I remember seeing statues like this in Professor Wright's garden. Yeah? What's that say? Shadows linger in Xylothal like insects trapped in a cobweb. At its center, the spider lies in wait. Well, that's an encouraging message. An ancient oak stands tall above my head, casting an eerie shadow upon the building's wall. The shadow of a child is sitting in the corner, shaking in terror. There's an eye on the chalkboard. As if peering through a keyhole, I can see things moving in the darkness. Uh-oh. What is that? I like the style, but those themes. Does Lena approve of this kind of art? You've not lost your old sense of humor, Alexander, even after what happened. Do you not recall that sight? I would erase the memory if I could. I find that painting makes it easier to bear. What brings you here, anyway? It's been years since we have heard from you. I thought your old cause had long been forgotten. Listen, Ashdown, what if I told you I have found a way of crossing safely? Ashdown, isn't he the one who turned into that horrible monster? Dazzling light shines through the window. The shape of an eye is painted on the blackboard. I think he was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Ashdown. So... What? A mirror? Wait a minute. A colossus born of rock and craftsmanship, relegated to the brawny backwaters of this nightmare, into the emotions of injury and despair. Yeah, that's weird. What's this? What? A piano? A grand piano. It's missing most of its keys. Okay. Well, bye. So what's up here? Oh no. It's a coffin, just like Devitt got buried in. A wooden coffin lies abandoned. Anything in there? It's firmly closed. Can I open it up with the root? Nope. With the jaw? Nope. With the mask? Nope. Okay. Underneath, yeah. Evil grin. Great. What does this say? Alright. Peering into one's own truth is forbidden. Were the snake and the bird to meet, ultimate madness would take in form. Something form. Okay. These statues is almost as if they were the children of the standing stones that dot the horizon. They're less weather-beaten, at any rate. What the heck? What is this? Shapes are forming through the shadow. I cannot look away. I must see. His name is Professor Wright. Right. Yes, I recently had occasion to meet a disciple of his. He referred to himself as a psychotherapist. I had the impression that Wright's methods more closely resembled those of my trade than those of yours. He is eccentric indeed, but I think his thesis may be proven correct. If so, we might have found a way of reaching the threshold without attracting the attention of the custodian. A shortcut, you might say. A shortcut through the veil. The problem is in the method itself. It has some unusual requirements, and we would need a man of great sensitivity who knows the peril of reaching the door. Yeah, spoiler, it doesn't end well for you, Mr. Ashdown. Planks have been nailed over the windows, but to what purpose? There aren't enough planks to provide protection to keep the light out. Whoa, there's some... hang on. A giant drawing of an eye, yet it looks more like Saturn and the rings surrounding it. Looks like a music sheet was left on the desk. There's something wrong with this sheet. Yeah, it's backwards. What does this do? Ah, this takes us back this way. We have to play the music, don't we? Okay. Let's try our best. Can I open this at all? No. Oh, wait a minute. If I cross back into the... Can I read it right if I'm on the other side of the mirror? I bet I could. Let's see. No! It's still wrong. So wait a minute. Da-da-da. Da-da. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Let's... Do we have to play the piano? I cannot play the melody. The piano is missing too many keys. Okay, gotcha. It looks like a piano key. Ah! Can we put it back? Or what? Piano key. It bears an odd black stain. Huh. Let's see. Wait. Is there more sheet music? Let's see. There is. What's that? There's something wrong with this music sheet. I just got another music sheet? What about this now? It's still wrong. Okay. What's out there? Oh, what is this? Well, this looks a lot like the catacombs. Yes, it does. The key fits perfectly. I know what the song is. Melody seems simple enough. I think I could manage to play it. I think I know what it is. We did it, yep. As I suspected, yeah, it is the melody that I heard at Wright's mansion. What's that? It's coming from another place. This is nice music. I like this song. Is it playing by itself now? Go this way. What the? A terrifying shape looms where the piano once stood. It is being pulled on threads like some monstrous puppet. The threads converge on a distant point. Something is taking form there in the darkness. It's our old classroom, but that shadow, who... This is not possible. The shape's beyond. The light. My fingers. No, don't come any closer. My hand, my hand! that's what became of Mr. Ashdown. There's something on the ground near where the masked person was lying. It's a fragment of a broken mask. Yep. Can I combine them? A piece is still missing. Oh my. Can we go through the forest? Yes. Alright. There are 2 curious symbols engraved in the stone. Looks like 4. Like Roman numeral 4. What the? Oh. A tall figure is standing in the woods. I might have taken it for a tree were it not breathing heavily. Inside I can see things near the threshold getting closer and closer. Ah, this is back in their days of youth. After what happened to Father Glenn, I think they will shut down the school. Anthony, that thing we saw. I don't know what it was. What about your father's diary? Myths, legends, superstitions with no basis in scientific observation. Anthony, talk to us. Alright. My father discovered several ancient myths pertaining to the Veil. They come from a variety of cultures and hence take many different forms, but they all say something similar about what resides near the threshold. An ancient being sleeps within the fog, protecting the door from intruders, a vengeful custodian. But no matter, at any rate my serum was a failure. We got but a glimpse of what exists out there, nothing conclusive. What if the serum had worked? And I don't know. As I said, I have no data. And those myths, what do they say? Those tales. They all say that if any intruder got too close and was discovered by what sleeps in the fog, then the custodian would be relentless. He would pursue the intruders and destroy them, wherever they might hide. There would be few ways to protect themselves from its rage. That's the giant bird, I'm assuming. Okay, what's that? It's like a pitchfork. What is that? Anything else? I have a feeling this is going to be kind of like that one puzzle we did earlier when we were navigating through the fog. There's 2 symbols. So we have the kind of a looks like a backwards lambda in Greek, and then a 5. That's not it. So I think we need to follow the 5. So let's go this way. Right. Where did that take us? Nowhere. Cool. So let's try this way, I guess. Okay, that did something. Okay. A hash mark. And then what's that? A squiggly squiggle. And what's this? A triangle with a hole in it. Cool. Let's go this way. That seems to have done the trick. What's that? That... I don't know about that one. That doesn't quite look like what we're... What's this one? That's weird looking. Okay. Ooh, looks like a snake. We'll go this one. Okay. That... Did we go back one? Kind of looks like we did. Yeah, I think we did. Well, let's see. Wait, I'm getting mixed up. Was this... Let's try this one. I don't know. Is this going to take us back where we were? No. Cool. That's the S one. That didn't take us anywhere. Maybe there? Kind of does look like the... We're very lost here. And that's the original symbol, right? Oh, hey. Is that Devitt? Is this Devitt? A shadow strongly resembling my patient stands in the clearing. I can see through it, just like the other shadows. 4 men are making careful preparations. I know not for what. Well, I think we're going to find out in a minute. So wait, Devitt was a part of the playwright from the beginning? This Captain Skid. Devitt, are you certain that he can guide us safely through the fog? His results are extraordinary, Anthony. It is the best chance we have of avoiding the gaze of the custodian. There can be no doubt that the captain survived an encounter before. He even kept a companion from harm. We will finally see what lies hidden beyond the curtain. It is time. Ah, so this is what they got up to. Oh, the X. I see. It's what he was painting. So, what was that? What was left of somebody, or what? Well, I guess we go further. Whoa! What in the world is that? A huge statue of a mythical creature. It's a bird with the head of a wolf, or is it a lion? Looks like a chicken. The inscription reads 30 birds. Okay. We're heading up. Up we go. What is that? An enormous black feather. Despite its size, it is extraordinarily lightweight. I think we should get out of here now. No, get out of here, buddy. What's that noise? Something out there. It's getting closer. Get out of here. Yeah, that's the custodian. Is he asleep? He is now. It has been so long, I had begun to lose hope that we would ever awaken. Were you able to speak with him? Anthony, Devitt has forgotten everything. Everything. Good heavens. It may be for the best. Our research is likely to take some time. If he truly has amnesia, his condition will protect him until we're ready. But should we fail, remember what happened to Hugo. Ashdown entered the Vale in full knowledge of what might happen, and we will succeed where Wright failed. We will use the serum to induce primal terror in a controlled environment. In one stroke, we shall overcome all of our obstacles. But when the time comes, we must have a means of guiding our dear friend back to us. There, he will be safe. So Devitt did get involved with them from the start, and he lost his memory. So he's been beyond the Vale before. That's unsettling. There's something on the ground near where the masked person was leaning. It's a fragment of a broken mask. Piece of a Greek tragic mask. Can we put the mask together now? Yep. An eyeless mask. It's similar to the one that I found in Alexander's safe house in London. And they have a black feather, too. Despite its size, it's extraordinarily lightweight. Great. Let's go. We can actually look over there. The ruins, they're no longer there. Well, that is weird. I don't think we need to go that way anymore. Oh, what's that? Uh-oh. Is this... What's up here? The man at the entrance said that these ruins contain the access to the threshold, but I see nothing. Devitt said it is the starting point, the first place to look. Darkness will light your way. What did he mean? Oh, put on the broken... Oh. Oh, hey. Is that Dupre? It looks like him. The man is standing next to the curtain. Yep, it is him. Yep. Welcome, Dr. Wakefield. Alexander Dupre? Yes, I've been waiting for you. We all have. I think we know how we got here. I was in that pit in Alice Moor when suddenly I found Devitt, but he disappeared. I journeyed through the fog and found myself here. But how is this possible? Eilish Moor. I do not know that name. Many paths in our word leading to this place. Dr. Wakefield, and I only know a few. In some of Xylophal's mirrors, you see the truth leaking into our world, and in others, you see yourself. I knew you would reach us at last. He was certain of it. He, the first founder of the Order. The artifacts, do you not know his name? It's Devitt, isn't it? Do you mean Mr. Devitt? Truth can be hard to accept. Yes, Jeremiah gathered us all under the same rule. Videte nekia skiat. See that no one knows. We knew of the final truth which lay beyond the threshold. This is what the playwright was committed to finding. This was Jeremiah's obsession. The first language which is said to grant the power of creation. After our experiment at school, we realized that the path of the Ancient Ones was watched by a fearsome guardian. We needed a way to circumvent the inexorable gaze of the bird. I found Captain Skid, who had met the bird and lived. We decided to use him in a test. It was a catastrophe. We eventually found the survivors, but their memories were incomplete. Jeremiah had fared the worst. He had been left devoid of any memories that were related to our efforts. We were desperate to find a solution. Hugo tried and failed. And then Anthony and I miraculously came across a formula that had lain forgotten for centuries. And at last, it was time to bring Jeremiah back into our ranks. That was nearly a disaster as well. I did not anticipate Anthony's sudden madness or the extent of Father Ernest's decline. Mercifully, Jeremiah's life was spared. Something else was done. Jeremiah reached me. He did not remember everything. He had changed. He told me he was going to put an end to all of this. He still means to acquire the first language, but he wants to use it to ruin our work. He's already crossed the threshold. Once he learns the final truth, none of this will ever have existed. The Order, the Door, or ourselves. You must stop him, Doctor. You must stop him before the curtain closes forever. What? There is no time. You must decide. Yeah, let's go. Once more, I found myself enshrouded in dense fog. Gradually, the fog dissipated, revealing a busy street in London. Really? Dizzy and exhausted, I wandered the streets until at last I returned home. I barely recognized it. I crossed the dusty threshold like an intruder. I noticed, for the first time, that I was holding the robe of the playwright in my hand. I kindled a fire and threw the robe into the flames. As I watched it burn, I remembered the black ocean. I had stood there on the beach, staring up at the terrifying heights of the vertiginous Mount Kaf, where the verb is said to lie. Then someone touched my arm. It was Dr. Wakefield. Our encounter on the endless dunes had not been an illusion. In his quest to find me, he had ventured into the veil itself. He said nothing, but it was not necessary. He had come to take my place, to sacrifice himself. What? He stayed behind and closed the door after giving me a chance to escape. His reasons I will never know. I do not know what happened to Alexander and the others, but I fear that they are trapped in Xylothal for all time. I stared at the endless rain splattering against the window, and I remembered that I had something else to do. What was that? A last promise to keep. Venite nequia sciat. That no one knows. Well, what is it? Are you gonna burn the evidence or something? Oh wait, this is the end? Huh. Interesting. I did not know that going after Devitt would result in Dr. Wakefield sacrificing himself. I think, by all rights, Dr. Wakefield should have just turned around and left. I don't know. Interesting. Kind of seems like there's room for more of the story there. I'm curious if we're ever going to get more of the last door. Really interesting. I liked everything about it. It's quite good. thought both seasons had a lot of strength to them. Didn't really seem like there was any lulls or duds. It moved at a really good pace. I liked the gradual revelation about what was going on. The fact that Devitt is the one who actually created the playwright was interesting. It seems like Dupre was the one, but you didn't find out it was Devitt. So at the end, Devitt was going to stop everything. So that was good, but I'm curious, like, if they kept the story going, like, would it be about trying to save Dr. Wakefield? Can Dr. Wakefield leave and then leave Devitt there, and then it would be vice versa? It'd be interesting. Haha, can't see it. The end. Oh, is it going to turn into a question mark? Is it? What was that? Heard a coin. I'm hearing stuff. I hear a rocking chair. I hear footsteps. Walking away. Doors opening. Oh, birds. Crows. Oh boy. Thanks for playing. Extra, yeah, what do we got for extras? The mask with no eye. Okay, let's check this out. The inner circle is gathered once again. A whole cycle has passed since the last playwright traveled to the land of shadows and fog. Now the mask with no eyes has chosen a new bearer. The path between worlds revisited once again. And the veil upon human eyes shall be lifted forever. The playwright meets now the custodian of the threshold. So this before they went, I'm assuming? An ancient being guards the door of mist. May the playwright take its light and stand by its watch unnoticed. Four wisps of fog shall reveal the truth. The fire of dawn scorches through the barren desert. The boreal embers brighten the dark sky. The pyre of Zephyrus glows in the dark ocean. The austral flame shines within the dark forest. The playwright will stand in the center. And the curtain will be drawn at last. You know what? I wonder if lighting the 4 fires corresponded to the 4 wicker men that were lit on Isla's Moor. I bet it was. Okay, and then its eyes were open. So that... Whoa! Okay. So that was maybe like a teaser for the final episode. Well, hey, that was neat. Yeah, I really liked The Last Door. I hope someday they revisit it. That'd be cool. And hey, it's just about time to wrap up for the night. Perfect. So next week, I think we're going to try a game I've never played before called The Paynes Creek Killing, and see how that goes. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.